Salutations everyone, and welcome to Let's Play The Last Federation with me, BrainBoy 20. Where we had last left off, we had tried to get the beginning stages of the Federation created by getting the Peltians, Skylaxians, and Andors to like each other to the amount we need. Now, let's see. Their like for the Andors and the Skylaxians' influence with the Andors and the Peltians are exactly where I need them to be. They're not Boreans. The Andors like the Skylaxians enough, but they don't like the Peltians enough, but that doesn't matter. Because as of right now, I want to use the Peltians to set up the Federation. And in order to do so, I need a large amount of voting proxies. Approximately 115. As such, I'm going to be propelling the Peltians into, like, not that I'm going to be propelling them into the future, or at least working alongside them to get some voting proxies, while at the same time destroying some pirate bases, just for the benefits of everyone. So let's see here. We have boring pirates, I assume. Regardless, what do we get to do this time? We have a hydro ship storage hangar, and a hydro shadow research facility. Interesting. Well, let's go and break this free, shall we? Let's get our speed up. And make sure our weapons are also high enough. And make sure we're going to be targeting this, because I'm not going to die to the Mega Lance if I can avoid it. Because this thing can just insta-kill me if I'm not careful. And hence why I'm going straight in front of it. I am the smarterest. Oh gosh, the Mega Lance is firing at me. Is there an artillery turret that I'm not paying attention to? Because it seems like an artillery turret just went off. Alright, we're going to do Operation Wolf. What is hitting me? Taser turrets. Built for searing through entire lines of enemy ships and debris at once, temporarily stunning any of them it touches. Okay, might as well drop this down, boost shields to max, and then swap to weapons. Which one hurts it? The energy blaster. Open fire. Excuse me? Why are they allowed to do that? Protective sheath. Oh, actually, I can go activate all these now. I can't believe I didn't realize that. We can't hurt anyone, we'll just get our we'll get our engines and shields to max and just activate the hydro facilities right now. Wait, how did they hurt it? Ah, it doesn't make them invincible? That's, like, that's stupid. What? Okay. I guess, oh no, they activated. Alright, that was... I mean, I guess I didn't expect that. And I might as well activate Operation Leech while doing so. And while I have Shadow active, I might as well get as close as I need to these areas and just start unloading as soon as it's time. Alright. Engines down, weapons to max. Don't move. Auto fire at whatever you need to, and then just hit everything with the energy blaster. Okay, I was thinking you'd hit the turrets, but never mind. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. As long as I'm not getting hit by the gravity lance, I really don't have as big of an issue with it. Also, these flagships are definitely annoying. We're going to swap to the minigun to get rid of them. Okay, you can actually do a directed target. It's not that hard. If it'll stop them from attacking me, like, the directed attack makes perfect sense. Okay, anything else? Anything else in my way? No. Auto fire with the energy blaster. And that's a lot of boring pilots. Yeah, I didn't do the directed target. I am the dumbest. There we go. Alright, are any of the Peltians still alive? Probably not. Just auto-fire is fine with the energy blaster. Anything it destroys can only be a good thing for us. I say that as my friendly troops are just getting destroyed by all these turrets. Why do they even defend Hydrotech so fiercely? Is it entire like they don't seem to have much of a reason for it unless they're studying it. Just how are they going to learn anything about it without actually, you know, speaking with the freaking last Hydro? Alright, on to the last enclosure. And with that, we should bring this mission to a close. I used all the operations, a ton of ships took place here. Borean pirates lost a lot of their power, Peltians lost what little power they actually lose from this. And I've gained a fair amount of credit. How many boring pilots did I acquire? Well, everyone's a bit more happy with me. More voting proxies for me, boring pirate base destroyed. I got 15 boring pilots and get a boring pilot to join my construction team. And I rescued a single Peltian pilot. I mean, I could definitely work to try to boost their economy, because holy, why do they have such a low economy? Oh, I'm on the Boreans. Never mind, Peltians are actually perfectly fine. It's the Boreans that really need an economic stand-up. But unfortunately, I have to deal with getting the voting proxies on this planet. Which, actually, there's a good way to get them. I mean, I could sell my bribe item, but I don't feel interested in doing so. I'm not going to sell prisoners as slaves, just because I lose approval with the people I actually really want to keep approval with. Oh, I've got a lot of Boreans. Well then. Looking for the perfect gift for someone special? Look no further. Different bribes have different effectivenesses on different races. A brief guide on what bribes are actually useful for. Locutions give you better and better credit prices on deals in their industry. Andors cannot be bribed, increases your influence with Boreans, increases your leverage on a specific burlesque warlords, eventually changes the disposition randomly on a specific Evoc Council member. Gain voting proxies on the local planet with the Peltians, increase your influence and decrease the next time to the mood swing of the local Thoraxian queen, increase your influence with the Skylaxians. Okay. What will make the Peltians squeal? I guess what I'm looking at will actually make the Peltians squeal with glee. Incredibly lusted after by all races for reasons unknown, there is an entire sub-industry in the solar system of warring kitchen salesmen. Very expensive to directly buy, but also very poor resale value. I mean, why not? We might as well go all out with it. Hey, Peltians. If I were to give you this kitchen... Oh. Only 10? Well... that sucks. No, I'm not going to use anything that spends my voting proxies. Okay, actually, no, learning from the race won't actually give me any voting proxies, but if we do some cooperative research... we could probably get them to gain enough... No, it's every 10, though. Which means this isn't really helpful. Oh, okay. So, I can take up a lot of cesium and gain a fair amount of influence just by doing this monthly, and this doesn't actually directly affect the Peltians' power, so they won't immediately curb-stop the galaxy. Which, while this is useful, I don't want it to be the ultimate curb-stop battle of doom. for the rest of the galaxy, because I actually want to get more than just 3 people in our Federation. As such, I'm going to try to boost my influence this way, and gain back some of my credit that I had spent on getting those kitchens. Avenue the 5th, the results for the election are in. Boring joint ground invasion against the Thraxians. I'm Specimen 3015, leader of the non-trivial military alliance within our government. Our agreed-upon goal is a non-traditional ground attack against the Thraxians, and we have even reached out to other enemies of the Thraxians to see if they will join us in this. If you can punch a hole in the defenses at Ragni, we will make them pay. It will definitely spark a war between the two of them, and it will make the Thraxians hate me, but there's no downside to ditching this quest, which thankfully means I will gladly reject it. Yes. And we'll continue to mine an uncolonized moon. Also pausing to realize, why did we lose everything about the Burlas once again are going to need more armadas from me. But I'm not particularly interested in that. I just want more voting proxies, which this... Okay, let's be honest here. This isn't going to gain me enough voting proxies at a reasonable pace. I'm actually going to have to gift them stuff if I want to get voting proxies from them. I say as I look at the voting proxies I have, and I'm like 213 out of 300. So... I can get local armada construction, but that would probably, like, destroy most people. Oh, wait. Sure, I'll gift you my cesium. I don't have any free resources. I will give you a Peltian voting proxy. Why not? Is there anything else I can possibly do? Well, I can actually give you some technology. What wouldn't actually hurt you? Let's see. Well, you have to build these planetary improvements anyway. And it gives me 6 voting proxies per, so I might as well give you these planetary improvements. As well, get into some more technologies, you do need to actually research them first. Now, how many voting proxies do I have? 227. I'll probably just earn the other voting proxies naturally through other friendly acts. I mean, actually, cooperative space outpost development. We'll get a manufacturing outpost. Oh, with them, not a science outpost, because it'll push them way too far ahead, but having a very powerful ally that's too afraid to attack is very useful. So that'll give me... Alright, let's also take this action. It'll spend me a large amount of time to get this outpost fully constructed. But I have absolutely no issue with this. And we'll let the galaxy burn in my wake for a little while. The Burlas kind of deserve it for their warmongering ways. Maybe they'll actually reach out to not attack people as often. Or in joint bombing run. I know you want to destroy the Thraxians, but I'm going to wait on that and decide if I want to do something else. And the Thraxians have even greater bioengineering programs that make more babies, and their babies are very much filled with pain and suffering, and don't want to deal with them anymore. And the Acutians constructed a military outpost. I think the Acutians are going to have a really large come-from-behind victory, because they keep creating these outposts and otherwise. Anyway, let's ditch all of this. We'll have our first outpost from the Peltians soon enough. And wow, they're doing a bloody orbital bombardment on the Burlasts. I'm definitely getting a fair amount of credit from this, which I don't mind. I just want more voting, although I'm really doing this for the voting proxies. And a locust plague, locust ravaging the planet, causing economic collapse, economic and medical collapse. And the Acutians and the Andors are starting to utilize some of their surpluses to grant themselves massive boosts in future fights. So let's see what the outpost details are like. I mean, they have no defenses yet. Alright, back to the collective. Okay, this is weird. It says that I've gained a lot more voting proxies than I think I should have. Alright. Well, that's the way things are gonna go. I'll find something else to assist them with. I guess we can do a little bit more cooperative research. Gene splicing. Planetary improvement has a severity of negative medical trends. I don't think that's going to be an issue. And it'll give me about 5 influence with them, but that might actually be enough to push me over the edge. Alright, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to reject the quest and see if something else will show up. I would very much like to go and bomb these people into infinity and beyond. But that comes later when we actually have the Federation. Until that point in time, the Skylaxians and Boreans can have their own little pissing contest. And the Peltians are actually defending...
Black bubbles! Radio feed, this is pretty crazy. You have to come see.
One of the most terrifying plagues known in the solar system. Not only is the death rate high, but industry and space construction slows. Combat effectiveness drops in space and on the ground. It's ugly. Great. I really should try and fix this, because that's going to be a pain if it spreads, but right now I'm busy doing some research. Like, if the plague spread...
Black bubbles! Video feed, this is pretty crazy. You have to come see.
Alright. I gotta cancel the dispatch. I would love to help you, but I need to stop this. Friendly act. Not medical assistance, but let's do some cooperative research. Can we even get the medical supplies for this? No, I don't think we can. Excuse me, let me look at the tech tree really quick. So, around here somewhere should be vaccinations. Baseline solar months to research 400. And what solar month are we in? I think we're actually far enough along that we should be able to research it. I don't know. Regardless, we should probably provide some assistance to these people so they're not dying from the black bubbles. I mean, they already have an awesome medical rate, and they should be fine in dealing with most things that come their way, but they're not going to be able to build anything else without some technological support. So let's give them some... Let's teach them gene splicing. Hopefully nobody else catches it. Hopefully. Alright. More tech researched. Construction of another manufacturing outpost, which the Acutians are basically using those to offset their system-wide manufacturing debuff, which makes perfect sense. Cooperative research, can we finish up what we were doing before? What was it again? I don't remember. And a science outpost with the Andors, and the others also have a science base as well. I mean, that's definitely good. I gave the Peltians a factory, meaning they could definitely do more production on their planet. Oh, speaking of which, can I actually build some structures here now? Somewhere around here should be a way to, like, do some property development. Yes, let's build them a bomb shelter. Oh, that's 70 months. Okay, do we have enough yet? Not yet, but we're very close. If I do some property development and maybe, say, attitude changes a lot. A university. No. Let's actually get an exozoological park and see how that works. Let's see how that works out for you. The Burlus definitely have enough of a population to hold off the Thoraxians, so just hope the disease doesn't spread to the Burlus, because that's what might wipe them out. And not the fact that they've been basically bombed back into the Stone Age, and a banking failure on Amon, thanks to the Acutians and a piratical exodus. I mean, the Acutians have just been shat upon. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Problem after problem after problem after problem with their economy going into chaos. While the Peltians have basically been the paragon of virtue and survival, everyone else has kind of existed. I mean, the Black Bubbles have set their environment to nightmarish. And that is what scares me. I kind of need to fix the Boreans up, because after I get the Skylaxians and Andors in, I'm going to really want to get the Boreans in and hopefully use these two to try to backdoor anyone else into the Federation that I could get to join. As I think the win condition is just simply having the races in the Federation. Anyway, is there anything else here? No, because I need 300 voting proxies, so I guess I will continue some more friendly construction, not by going into there. What do you need? You're at a negative public order trend. Sure, let's do some local law enforcement. They'll go into a positive public order, basically making them perfectly fine. More piratical exodus, and the research of Peltians give them advanced subatomic theory, boosting their research speed to even greater heights. I'm going to really start dealing with the Burlos pirates, because there are so many pirates going around right now, it's not even funny. And the Evox are just saying, haha, no, Burlos aren't permitted to survive in this galaxy, we're going to completely annihilate them. And the medical trending down is even worse, because there might be some actual diseases that appear. Anyway, we're at 6 influence, that should be enough. Their public order has trended up high enough, so close, and yet so far. I'm actually going to go to the Burlusts. And while I would defend against these people, I am not really interested in ticking any of them off. I probably have some leverage on Prime, so let us look at Raylog. Raylog. No, I'm not challenging you to a duel. Oh, I don't need a military-industrial complex. Oh, strong federation. This only works with the Burlos of at least 90 mutual attitude with the Acutian and with the Boreans. If so, you can found a federation with all 3 of those races. No, I guess I'll physically fix this. I mean, if I don't, there's going to be a lot of pain for them. Let's try to get their medical... Let's try to fix their medical issues. Although that'll actually tick everyone else off. But assisting with armada construction to break this is not an issue. New hydro signal with the Acutians, I'm not getting that. And Skylaxians have constructed a science outpost as well. So I'm starting to catch up on outpost construction, meaning boundaries are expanding and people are going to soon be beating each other senseless. Alright, after the next armada's finished construction, then we'll move back. And farmers mass suicide. I am sorry, Boreans. Oh wait, there is a lot of pirates. You know, I really shouldn't give the race that's having a massive pirate issue just tons of ships, because that doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea. No, we'll get close enough to... I've got enough voting proxies now. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to get the Andors to like you first. Well, that shouldn't be as much of a challenge as you'd think. So, if I get you to like each other, improving race relations with the Andor, I think are the only ones that take issue with this, then I believe we should be able to make the Federation that I've been looking for. And we'll go save the Boreans right afterwards because, oh my gosh. Pirate and Thraxian fleets. Stop. Alright. So, create the Federation for safety. The Peltians like comfy, cozy sorts of relationships. If they have at least 90 mutual attitude with either the Skylaxians or Andors, you can get the Peltians to create a federation with them in this way. Let's execute the deal. Spend 300 local Peltian voting proxies. Peltian join the Federation. +5 local Peltian voting proxies. Influence on Peltians jumped up high. Andors jumped up high and joined the Federation. Skylaxians jumped up high and joined the Federation. So, this race has taken part of the initial formation of the Federation. There is still quite a long road to the Federation fully unifying the solar system, but it's a start. This race is also joined, and this race is also joined. And I think on that note, we shall end the episode here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play The Last Federation, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the episode, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, that helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.